Okay friends, it's Julia. I am here with my Out with the Old and Layout share for March 2023, the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life series. That series I used a conglomeration of I think 4 kits, 3 of them from 2022 and then 1 from 2023. These are all the ones from 2022 that I have the leftover bits from. These are all the paper scraps. I'm going to sort through these, decide if I can use them on cards or if I want to keep them, if they need to go into my stash, whatever. But I'm done using these for layouts because most of them are too small. Now originally I had added in the Zoe collection from Close to My Heart, and I have some leftover embellishments and stickers from there, as well as these pocket page cards. Now the stickers and embellishments may or may not go into my stash. I'll look at those a little more closely once I'm done. Right now I'm just working on getting all of this off my desk, if you will. So I used a ton of these pocket page cards, and a lot of these are geared towards maybe a baby or childhood, and I just don't have, my kids are all grown and my grandies are all bigger, so I don't have little tiny babies or anything around, so I'm going to sort through those. I also have these tags that I added into one of the kits, so they'll go back into my stash. This is a Freckled Fawn collection. It is one that there's not much left in here, so I plan to take this apart and divvy it up in my collection, in my stash. I think all of it'll stay. Maybe not. I have some random stickers and labels and chipboard pieces. Here's another Freckled Fawn kit, and this one is pretty intact. I didn't demolish this one, so this one will go back into my stash as a whole. These are some embellishments that I received as a gift in a little thank you card, so I used quite a few of them, but they'll go back into my stash. I have a couple of packages of label stickers that I hardly used. I don't know that I used that one at all, and no, this one at all, and I think I might have used that one once. But they'll go back into my stash. I have this Freckled Fawn set of bling, enamel dots. It will go into my stash. These leftover bits of washi tapes will go into my stash. I have some letter stickers. These are from the Close to My Heart kit. I can't remember if these were from the Zoe line. These were not from the Zoe line, but these are ones that I had pulled in from another collection to use. There's not many left considering what I pulled in, and so these will probably go into my do not want bin. Another Freckled Fawn kit that I have used the heck out of, but there's still quite a bit here to use as a whole, so it's going back into my stash. I have some Felicity Jane alphabet tiles. You can see that sheet is nearly used up. I have lots of numbers, but as far as letters go, there's very few, and then I have these other 2 packs, so those will go into my stash. These are puffy stickers from Felicity Jane, and they're nearly used up. I'm getting low on the A's. I have no more E's. I have lots of O's and some U's, so there's still the possibility of making a title or 2, so I'm going to hang on to those. These are Emmeline puffy alphabet, and I used it only once. This set I did not use at all, but this set I used once. These are puffy stickers from Felicity Jane. I used a ton of those. I can't remember if these, when I brought them in, if they were a whole collection or not, a whole sticker sheet, but I used a ton. These are some that I brought in. Again, I used a ton. I used 2 of the 4. This was a title piece that one of the kits came, and it had a July on a big sheet of paper, and I fussy cut it down to that. I have labels. I had 2 packages of these. One was partially used, and I put in like 2, there's 2 or 3 here that I pulled from that partially used pack and put into this one. But this stash, or this ticket book, has also been used, so yeah, this is all I have left of that. These are Hannah stickers. I had 2 packages. I still have quite a few in one of them, and then the other is hardly anything. These are Amanda chipboard stickers, and I used quite a few of those. These are Amanda puffy stickers, and I used quite a bit of those. Here is the Amanda die cuts, and for what I had left, I think I used several pieces from there. These are different pieces of papers that I pulled in from Freckled Fawn that I have punched down to tag size, and so those will go into my stash. You know, that random stuff always goes in there. Here's an alphabet from Freckled Fawn. I don't think I used that once. I have some wood veneer. This is a set from Freckled Fawn. There's not many of the labels left here, but there's quite a few of the puffy stickers, and then of course the alphabet. And one of those washi strips went with this kit, but I don't remember which one. Here are some chipboard pieces, and I have another pack of those, and you can see I used a ton of them, but I still have quite a few left, so they're going back into my stash. Labels, here I used a full sheet of these. I had 3 sets of these, but I have 2 sets left, and so those are going back in. Here's the washi strips. I used 1 sheet completely, and I have these 2 are untouched. This is a partial that I combined. That's a partial that I've used a couple from, and then that's a single one there. Here are some enamel dots or enamel triangles and arrows and stars and dots, and yeah, so I used some of the white ones there. I used this alphabet quite a bit, and I had multiples of that. This one from Felicity Jane, the Annie set, I don't think I used it once. And this set from American Crafts called Little Adventurer, I did use that a couple of times as well. Here are some labels from Felicity Jane that I used. Here are some stickers. Here are some stamps that I had from the Zoe scrapbooking kit. I did use that at least once, I know, but the other 2 sticker sets or stamp sets I don't think I did. Here's a piece of ribbon. These are some brads that will go back into my stash. These are some brads, and I started, I think, with a full pack of these, maybe. Anyway, I'm down to that. I had pulled in these close to my heart flowers, and I used a ton of those. These are some Ellie Studio acrylic pieces, and I didn't use any of them. These are word phrases. I did not use any of those, and I'm debating if I want to keep these. These are not my favorite type of stickers. Yeah. There's the August 2022 Counterfeit Kits thing that I have in here. That is a piece from my stash. These are some doilies, acetate doilies. These are some washi flower sets. These are some leftover epoxy stickers, and I used quite a few from this stash. It was a combined package, and that's actually a label from a pocket page card that says top 3 books that I took that piece out of what I was using and put it to the side so that I could use it with a book, because those other 2 say favorite book and I love to read. These are Freckled Fawn puffy stickers, and I used several of those. Here's some enamel dots that I have left over. More, these are dewdrops. More enamel dots here. Blings here. More enamel dots. And those are some of the acetate butterflies that I added in. These are wood veneer owls, and I started with a partial pack, and I think I might have had like 7 or 8 left in here. It may have been a full pack, but I don't remember now. I did use some of these. Here's another Freckled Fawn kit, or what's left of a kit. Not enough to go back in together, but enough that I'm going to put it into my stash. I have some pocket page remnants down here, pocket page cards. These are Felicity Jane leftover bits, and these will go back into my stash. Here are some label stickers, or jot stickers, that I picked up at the Dollar Tree a long time ago. I have 2 stickers left. I used the remainder that I had. It came in as a partially used sticker sheet and is going out with almost empty. Here's another set of essential stickers, from label stickers from Felicity Jane. I did use some of those. I have some chipboard labels from the Annie collection. There's a couple left in there. These are some Annie washi strips. There's 2 little sheets in here that I used part of. And here's some Annie die cuts that I used part of. And here was the branding strips, if you will, from the Annie line. So that will go right into the trash. And here are all the washi tapes that I have added in. I had a ton of washi tapes in here. So these will go back into my stash until I can get them used up. And then I think these are remnants of different pieces of paper, different things that I have added in. These were all from my stash. They were previously stamped and fussy cut. Those were cut off from paper. So all of this will go back into my stash, or I'll make the decision if I'm going to keep it. So now that you've seen all that, this was the Zoe line that I added into one of the collections. That was the product guide. This was the workshop guide to show you how to make both of those layouts, and I did not make either of those. So that will go into my get rid of bin. These are the wood veneer, but they were composite pieces. They were cardboard pieces made to feel like chipboard. I used all of those, and I think I had 6 total. It was a full package. It came with 6. These are from Recollections. It doesn't say how, 9 pieces. I think I had 6 to start with. These are some brads that I used up. These were some enamel stars that I used up. These were Valentine embellishments. I don't remember what it was, but it's no longer there to put back in. I have label stickers. These are epoxy hearts. Let me put both of those back. These are label stickers. More of the puffy hearts. Washi strips, labels. These were the marquee enamel shapes. Here's those chipboard pieces, and I don't remember what line they were from. These are Chantilly assortment. I think they were fabric covered brads. I have the other Hannah tag book. These were some compliments, 2 sheets of, maybe they were from this. I don't know, maybe that's from Chantilly. More labels, more labels. I don't know what was in here, but I had multiple packages from that one. These were some silver labels. There's a February 2023 kit. Here is the Chantilly from February 22 that I pulled in. Let's see. In this set, there's that other August. It may have been letter stickers. This was probably some label stickers or something. This was there. This was some sort of compliments pack. This was Freckled Fawn Fine, and these are all from Enamel Dots, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 3 sets in here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sets of enamel dots that I finished off with this kit. I emptied out my Annie product bag. I emptied out my Amanda product bag, and I emptied out my Hannah product bag. So yeah, all of these will go into my stash to be reused with other kits that come in, but it's so exciting to have 3 empty product lines, plus I have you know, a plastic bag there. Oh, let me not forget this. These were from workshops, I'm sure. So there's 2 from there. And I had pulled in this, the pocket page cards, the Chantilly, I think they were pocket page cards. They were in here in my stash, and I pulled them all out. So I have all those pocket page cards. And I had randomly pulled in this kit for a just in case. It is the, what I have left of the Sophia kit from Close to My Heart. That's from a long time ago. I had pulled it together to make a little mini book, and I got part way through and I never finished it, so I thought, well, I'll finish that as a project for this series, and I didn't. But one of my goals this year is to get this finished up and do something with it. So I think that's everything that I have that is going into trash or going into stash. I'm gonna be back with one other video with my my March 2023 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit the leftover from that as well. But let me show you all of the layouts that I made up to the last 7 days. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is what I have left of the Pink Fresh products that I had pulled in as well from a previous kit. And you can see I have used these quite a bit. I love this alphabet, this color, not the puffy nature of it. I used nearly the entire package of those floral embellishments. Those are some chipboard pieces. Those are some puffy stickers, and y'all know I don't use the puffies nearly as often as I do the chipboard and the paper stickers. And I did not find myself using that many of those. Here is the enamel dots. So from 2022, I had my November 22 Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit, my August 22, and my February 22. So February, August, and November Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kits went into all of this. So that's what I'm pulling apart here and putting away. And then I have my March 2023 that I used for my last 7 layouts. So give me a second and I will show you the layouts that I created. Okay friends, here we go. This was layout number 1. I've got on here March 2022 and November 2022 kits, but these follow the sketches. All of my layouts follow the sketches fairly well, even the ones that call for circles that I didn't do the circles on. Again, March and November. This is layout number 2. You can see I love that tone of that alphabet there. And all these little lemons on here, I had fussy cut from a piece of paper, and I still have some of those left over, and I'm going to keep them in my stash because you never know when you might need a lemon, right? So this is layout number 3. And sometimes I look at these layouts and I see all these beautiful embellishments, and I think to myself, I need more of those. But really I don't. Like these puffy stickers, I have used multiple packs over the years, and so I'm not at all adverse to being done with those, even though I would like to have some more. This is layout number 4. There's that lemon paper there. I was able to use a big chunk of it on this one. And I love, I don't know, if you've been around a while, you may know, I am very linear. I'm very left brain, and so doing things that have odd angles has always been a bit of a struggle for me, but in doing them consistently and scrapbooking every day consistently, I am finding that it's easier and easier to do them. Behind here, I used that paper that I had just watercolored on and really didn't have a purpose for, and was able to use it there. Layout number 5. Again, one of those wonky, I don't know what you call it. Almost like a sunburst, but wonky shaped. And it's all down here. These were also, the darker lemons were also fussy cut out of a piece of paper. This is layout number 6. I love that. There's those die cut pieces from the ephemera pack from Pink Fresh, and they just went with this Felicity Jane so well. The background papers here are Felicity Jane, as is this. And that's a big sticker along the back here. Love that. And I remember this sticker right here, I only had one on that sticker sheet, and I had one on that sticker sheet for years. March and November. So this one started March, November, and August of 22. From here forward, all 3 from 2022, March, November, and August. There's that alphabet again that I love so much. And some of these I look at this and I'm like, how did I make this kit work so well with the photos that I have? Because you guys know me, if you've been around for a little while, you know I select my kits and then I just work with the photos that I have. I'm not all matchy-matchy. This is layout number 8, and it is a 2-pager. Love that lemon paper in the background there. Love all those ephemera bits from Pink Fresh and how they match with everything else that I have added in, the bits and pieces from Felicity Jane. And this is layout number 9. And this one I used those acrylic stars that I have had. I think they're Studio Calico. I got them in a grab bag probably 100 years ago. And that piece from Close to My Heart, again, I've probably had in my stash for 100 years. This one was good. I did use some circles on this one, but this one was great for lots of scraps in the background. Layout number 10. Again, all 3 kits. This one started off as a introduction page to a pocket page album from that Chantilly line from Close to My Heart that I added in. All the pocket pages. Yeah, and I just turned it into this. It was the most simple and most easy layout that I think I've ever done. I left space for journaling. I asked my daughter-in-law if she wanted to journal anything on here, and she said no, so I'll put something on there before I put it into my album. Again, all 3 from last year. Again, a mix of embellishments, and this is the one that I was going to ask my niece if she wanted to write something about her daughter here, but I haven't spoken to her since I did this layout, so you know that warrants a phone call I'll have to give her. This is layout number 12, and I love, there's the owls that I used, and that's fussy cut out of one of those pocket page cards. Yeah, love how that turned out. And that bright, bold color on those, on that pocket page card there for the background, I just think it makes those photos pop. This is layout number 13. And that, I love how I cut along here to cut those flowers out of that paper. You know, sometimes I think, man, you got creative with some of this stuff, trying to make things work. This one started out to be a circle layout, and of course I changed it up. This is layout number 14. I love how many of those flowers that I was able to get used throughout all of this process. This is layout number 15, and it is a 2-pager. I love this one. I love being able to get so many photos on a layout. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layouts on those 2 pages. And I love how that came together. This is layout number 16. This I actually pulled in a few pieces from that additional kit that I had pulled in to try and work with. Some of the paper offcuts, the letter stickers, and floral stickers from that kit, from the Sophia kit. This is layout number 17. Again, this one was with circles, and I did something completely different. There's a circle here, the little acrylic piece dots. There's a circle here, more of the acrylics, and then a circle here, and that's it for circles on there. But I love how that one turned out, and I used 6x6 papers for that one. This is layout number 18, and I have this here because those popped off. They're old and they popped off, and so I needed to glue them back down, and before the glue completely dried it kind of puffed out, so I had to fix that. These were 6x6 papers here on this layout too, and I got really creative, guys. I took the edge of I thought I had it laying here. Oh, I do. This is the inner part of a washi tape roll, right? And so I just stuck it in the ink and then twirled it around on some spots to give it that look. I love how that turned out. That was fun. And the fact that I used some mixed media, that was even better. This one was a great one for lots of border strips. This is layout number 19. And I love the border strips. I wasn't keen on how they graded here. Yeah, or here. I didn't like that part of how I did the sketch, but I liked the border strips all around. Here is layout number 20. And I love all the fussiness of all of these embellishments around the bottom of the page. I think it just makes Such a pretty layout with my granddaughter in it, and the outdoors and the green that's there and the sunshine, and yeah, just a wonderful layout. This is layout number 21, and it is a companion page to layout number 22. There's quite a few that are companion layouts, but you can see I use nothing but scraps on this page, and then I use some 6x6s on this page to create this layout. Love how that came together. This is layout number 23, and I pulled in an additional wood grain for this one. There's those composite cardboard birds that I had added in. They've been on other layouts too, but I added these in and I painted them before I put them into or onto any of the pages. Love that. And there's a tiny scrap of that paper that I had held on to for years, y'all. I mean, the paper itself I held on to. I had multiple pieces of it because I bought that collection multiple times over to use it. And I ended up hoarding all that paper because I loved it and I didn't want to use it on anything. And that's probably 5 or 6 years ago. And I pulled it out this go around and I'm like, okay, ready to use it. And I think I used as much as I possibly could. This is layout number 24, and I pulled my collective kit out to do this. And I also used some wood grain on this one. All of the supplies on this one are totally from the collective kit that I've had put together since 2020. Yes, I'm getting closer to getting that one done, and I can't wait. I think that's my next big project, is to work on getting that one completed. So that's it for the first 24 pages. I will have the next 7 layouts with my Counterfeit Kit Challenge Kit, Out with the Old and Layout Share tomorrow. So make sure you come back so you can see that one as well.